Hey guys, it's Quincy, and with the release of Milkbar Launcher 2.0, multiplayer, and prop hunt, I figured it was about time that I made another video, just going over the setup, the download, and everything like that. So without further delay, let's just get right into it. So to start off, the very first thing that you're going to want to do is just make your way to the description down below and grab the Python 3.8.10 link. So once you're on this page right here, we're just going to scroll our way down to Windows 64. So Windows 64-bit installer. Go ahead and install it. So once you have it, you're just going to go ahead and open it right up, and it's going to give you this screen here. So you're going to click Add Python 3.8 to Path, and then click Install Now. Now that you've done that, you're going to make your way over to the description again and just pull up this. This is going to be the latest Visual C++ redistributable. So when we're on this page, we're going to scroll down to the bottom and find x64. So that's going to be for 64-bit. So we're just going to go ahead and install it. And once you have it installed, you're going to go ahead and open it up, agree to the terms, and click install. So right now it's just asking me, do you want to allow this app? So just click yes. And we're just going to let it do its thing. It won't take long. So once that's done, it's going to ask you to restart. I already have it installed, so I'm not going to restart, but you probably should. Next up, we're going to navigate over to the description again and grab this right here, the .NET 6.0 runtime. So if it doesn't automatically download when you click the link, just go ahead and click right here where it says click here to download manually. And once you have that installed, just go ahead, boot it up, and let it do its thing. Again, it's going to ask you for your permission, so just click yes. Now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and download the mod itself. So we're going to navigate in the description down below again over to the Milkbar Discord server. From here, we're just going to go straight to downloads and click on the link, the first link. We're going to click Milkbar Launcher zip. We're going to open it up, and in our C drive, we're going to be making a new folder. I'm going to be calling it BOTW MP. So now we're just going to take all of the files from inside the zip and drag them right over to the folder. There you go. Now that's installed. Now that the mod's kind of installed, we're going to move on to the next step, BCML. So what you're going to do is you're going to go down to the search bar and type CMD. It's best to just run it as an administrator. It's going to ask for permission. Go ahead and say yes. You're going to do pip space install space BCML. And you're going to press enter. It'll do all this stuff. It'll download it, and that's it. Nothing's going to open. It's just going to say that it's installed, and then you're going to go ahead and close out of the command prompt. You're going to go down to the search bar and just search BCML, and it should pop right up. There we go. So from here, we're going to go into settings, and it's going to kind of direct you through your game folders and how to set that up. It'll just tell you how to do it. Then when you go to your language, click US English and then press save. So now we're actually going to install the mod. We're going to click the plus button and browse. We'll go over to our C drive and click on our Breath of the Wild multiplayer folder. Go to BMPs, and the file that you want to install is called Breath of the Wild multiplayer. So install that one first. And then we're going to go back to browse and do Breath of the Wild multiplayer classic. Install that. Okay, and now down in the bottom left here is the remerge button. We're going to quickly press that. Now that that's done, we can close BCML. We can go to our CEMU folder, open it up, go to your graphics packs, expand this, check mods, and make sure that BCML and extended memory are both on. And there's multiplayer right there. So that's a good sign. Next thing we're going to do, pop back down to the description, go ahead and grab Radmin VPN. Once again, it's going to ask for your permission. You're going to say yes. Once it's done downloading, just go ahead and search for Radmin, open it up, and it'll ask you to log in, I think. And then first thing, if you're hosting, create a network. You can name it whatever you want. I'll call it Quincy Tutorial. You can do a password. So I'll just type one out. Confirm your password. Create your network. Give it a sec. Boom, there it is. If you're going to join a network though, say your friend is hosting and you're not, you just click network, join network. You type out your network name, so be Quincy tutorial, and then the password. And I'm already in it, so it's not gonna add me, but that's about it. So now that that's done, we're on the home stretch here. We're gonna go back into our C folder, go to Breath of the Wild multiplayer, launch the dedicated server right here. It's gonna ask you a few things. You're just gonna say run anyways. Are you playing in game mode? I'm gonna press yes. I'm gonna press 0 for game completion. And then it's gonna say server opened on Radmin VPN. Cool. Minimize this. Go down to Radmin. It'll be on your little drop down to the bottom right here. Copy this IP address. Cool. Back to your Breath of the Wild multiplayer folder. Open up the Milkbar launcher. Yes, absolutely. It's gonna ask you to do your name. Here's Quincy. That's me. Add a server. So in here, you can name this part whatever you want. So I'm going to name it Quincy server, but the IP does matter. So you'll paste your IP in there. Port's always going to be 50/50. Server, leave empty for the server password. Doesn't really matter. Confirm. Cool. Quincy server. So let's test it out. We're going to connect right now. So here we are in the game. We're just going to go ahead and launch it. And on your command prompt here for the dedicated server, you should see player Quincy join the server assigned to player 1. Another thing to make sure that you're properly in the game, you go to settings and you go over here to where it says Breath of the Wild multiplayer and check your ping. If you're pinging, cool, you're in. So now let's put another player in the game. So simply go back over to your Breath of the Wild multiplayer folder and launch the Milkbar launcher again. Very easy. You can also do local co-op this way, so you can have 2 people playing at once on one computer. You can just try and connect again. Let it do that. Quincy joined the server. So now that the other one has launched, if you want to do local co-op, just grab a second controller, change the inputs on both of them, and launch your game. And now on the right, you should be seeing notifications on both games, server updates. It just said Quincy joined. There we go. We are both in the game right now. And as you can see, both are walking, looking around. They can both attack. But what you're probably wondering about is prop hunt. How do we do prop hunt? So we're going to make our way back to the desktop, over to the command prompt. This is your dedicated server. You're going to type in, and because we are in Hateno right now, this is what I'll type in. But prop hunt start Hateno. And then once you press enter, you should see this countdown. I have become the hunter, and my second character has become the prop. So we make our way outside. There is a countdown on the top. OBS doesn't pick it up, but it'll tell you when you can start hunting. But I'm just gonna go because, I don't really care. And as you can see, right down here is our wonderful little prop. And if you would like to end prop hunt, you will once again go over to your desktop and type out prop hunt stop, and then it'll tell you game over. Just like that, everything should be working just fine now for you. For further documentation on prop hunt, you can go over to the Discord for Milkbar. I'll put it in the description, in the download section, in the second link. You should be all good to go now. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Have fun, and bye-bye.